We're filming a show called Son of a Dungeon very soon here, and for the past few months, we had a pretty good idea of how things were gonna go. That's how you automate it. Okay, film it all with the phone. It all comes with a 3D track.
It works, we're doing it.
Guess what? I got Unreal Engine 5 running on my computer, and it looks fucking awesome! Look, they fixed out their glitchy volumetric light system now.
Oh, that's
that
so
way
sick.
It looks, yeah, like previously.
Wow.
God, that's real time.
There's no chugs.
The entire engine has been rebuilt with this nanite algorithm. When we started, I was exporting maps with 20 million polygons each. Trust me, when you load that map into Cinema 4D or Blender, things can chug.
Are we just gonna do it in UE5 rather than?
Well, that's my
Octane?
goal, that's my goal. This phone, it gets us footage and it tracks. Well, we're already using Unreal Engine now. As you saw with our Avatar 2 video, I built a whole virtual camera rig that's basically just a handle with a Vive tracker on it, and it allows me to film the scene virtually. I just combined the two, taking a Vive tracker and putting it on the camera.
We have 6 cameras, player cam 1, player cam 2. The table is kind of diagonal to help to keep the players slightly on a similar focal plane. And then the Dungeon Master camera will be right here shooting straight on. We have a top down, seeing the whole map in 4K. That's the Blackmagic 6K. This one will be Natalie, who's gonna be sitting on a ladder for 4 to 5 hours just shooting the table. Second cinematic camera, Matt, trying to get more cinematic shots between the players and the Dungeon Master, subtle stuff like that. 4 Sony's 2 cinematic cameras shooting at 4K for 5 hours each. Every single day, it will be about 3 to 4 terabytes of data.
So theoretically, if I put this on the ground, it will line up with the ground. Isn't that cool? Ah, wait, that one glitched out. Okay, I gotta look at how this thing's supposed to work again. It's colliding with something. I didn't want to spend all week on this, but it looks like I'm spending all week just getting the system working. It's all just a bunch of technical stuff that's kind of meaningless to talk about. We have a tracker, and we have a thing that gets us footage, but we have to make them work together. We're gonna record this at 30 frames per second, but Vive trackers don't run at 30 frames per second. Lining them up is gonna be very difficult. And the way we're gonna do that is by using a little trick called Genlock. This is used often in television. You want Genlock between those cameras, keeping them perfectly in sync. Just really small, basic stuff that isn't cool, but is necessary. So if you've been looking at the site, you'll notice that the Corridor Forums and Corridor Live, 2 projects on the Greenlight page, well, they've been taken down. The producer points that went into them, they have also been refunded to your account, allowing you to put them into future projects.
We currently have Dust Up Guns 2 going, and I have an idea for another Corridor video that I might be throwing up there as well.
I really hope that it's not disappointing to hear that Corridor Live and the Corridor Forums are not being greenlit, but at the same time, the fact that they didn't means the greenlight system's working. You get the projects you want, and not the ones you don't. The reason the greenlight page exists in the very first place is because we were on the verge of making The Beast, but we had a phone call that was kind of our wake-up call, where we had a producer go, hey, we want to make it. We will give you basically half the money that we've budgeted out and need to make it. Also, we want you to rewrite the script from scratch and turn it into a conventional piece. Anyways, I was on the phone with Jake and Nico, and I was like, hey, we're at a turning point here. We've been working for years online here, trying to kind of get a movie made. And if we're gonna say no to this deal, we need to say yes to our own one. And that was the website. Son of a Dungeon and Local Zero are like, we are knee deep in it, to the point where I'm like a little bit overwhelmed with the amount of work that has to go into these to get them made.
Where am I? Well, I'm gonna be back here, sitting at my very own video village. I have a really cool picture-in-picture adapter, so I see all the locked off Sonys on this single monitor at all times. If something goes wrong on the locked off cameras, I will instantly know. And through Discord on a voice channel, I'll be able to whisper in their ears, pan over to Sam, pan over to Nico. They're 50-foot, 20 gig fiber optic cables. Each cable, like $100. It takes a lot of work to get a video village to happen because it costs money. There's a reason why 80% of D&D content out there is only audio. 360 multi-camera, multi-mic, multi-lighting setup that lasts for 5 hours without cutting. That's such a massive machine. So to do this the right way is going to be a challenge. You would think that's all the problems that need to be solved, because now you just got to shoot it and edit it and give it to the world, right? wrong. There are more problems, more solutions that are needed for those problems.
Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Oh, hold on, I see what's going on. This is up.
So everyone can figure this out. This is a way for us to shoot on a green screen with a motion tracked camera and use any camera we want, but it's unproven, so we're figuring it out.
I'm like trying to like do a puzzle in my head at the moment. So basically, to calibrate the offset between the Vive tracker on the camera, I need to basically measure the distance between this tracker and then basically the glass. Which axis is it? Can't figure out what axis is fucking what.
Axes don't exist in real life, but they exist in 3D programs, and sometimes you have to figure out what axes in real life are going to correspond to which axes you're going to use in this 3D program. I don't know. I'm not the expert on this. Sam's working on it.
I'm the only person in the studio right now active in Unreal Engine. So we got 4 tables, we got hundreds of shots, we got billions of polygons, we have a lot. Currently it's all up to me to render out all of Son of a Dungeon. It's very nerve-wracking.
Did you work on season 2 of Mandalorian?
We've worked on all the seasons.
Okay, so
And Obi-Wan.
We filmed the show. We want to like basically film live action recreations. So we have all these photo scans. We can make environments for days that are like ready to drop in.
It takes 15 minutes to change from environment to environment on a stage, and you'd be able to shoot into it right after, and you have real-time comps without having to do anything else after that.
Yeah, because that would be cool.
Just putting it out there, you could be able to knock those out in a fraction of the time.
I know. Yeah, that's true.
I know that I could go to pretty much anyone and get you a real stage.
I said no.
So this is not the first time someone has offered us to use a volume. I would love to shoot on a volume, but this project currently is not the project to do it on.
I don't want to get trapped into a system here where we're relying on somebody else to be able to make our own stuff.
You know, the moment you start involving other things is the moment you start involving resources you don't control, and it's the moment things start getting expensive.
I want it to be great, but there's other stuff we want to do. We have to make Local Zero. We're in the middle of scripting that out, and it's awesome. The scripts are so fun and cool, and like, the only way to get there is to finish this first. This workflow is faster than filming on a volume. We have more control. That's all I need to know. The greenlight shows are a sacred pact. We have to make them, and the only way we can do that is we make them ourselves. We know how to do it, so we're gonna do it. No one's stopping us.
It works. We're doing it.
If you can empower yourself to do this stuff, it becomes a little bit less of a product and a little bit more of a piece of art.
hey, Carmichael, you did a great job. Woo! I'm proud of you, man. This is amazing.
That's one of the most insane campaigns I've ever been in.
And to all you website subscribers, thank you so much for greenlighting this show, for helping us produce it. We're doing something that no one else has ever done before because of you guys. So thank you so much.
Basically.
Wow.
So,
Here's a window into the future.
If you see, if I'm shaking it, I'm shaking. This is me trying to fuck it up.
It looks like it's locked together. Hey,
Yeah.
are you guys a son of a dungeon?
No, yes. It's freaking sweet. This is the future, man. On to the next thing.